Hi, my name's Jake Bailey and I'm a musician. I was born and raised in South Africa in a town called Johannesburg. I never really expected music to become the thing that I dedicate my life to, but somehow that's exactly where it led me. When I was around 10 years old, my grandparents bought me my first guitar. I messed around with it for a while, but I never imagined that it would become such a big part of my life. A lot of my early love for music actually came from church, where I was able to play the piano to the guitar to the drums to any instrument that I was able to get my hands on. Looking back, I think that's actually where my passion really started growing. But the real turning point came during COVID. Suddenly, I had a lot of time on my hands and I would spend hours teaching myself how to play guitar and learning a bunch of cover songs. And I remember my parents had this back room that I used as a music room. It wasn't anything fancy. It was just a safe space where I taught myself how to play on the piano and I taught myself how to play the guitar, and eventually became the place where I wrote some of my first songs. A few years later, in 2025, I finally took the leap of faith and I released my very first single as an independent artist called Home. I was excited, but terrified and completely unsure of what was gonna happen next. But releasing that song opened doors that I didn't expect. I started playing live shows, I started meeting some incredible people, and I started realizing that this dream could actually be possible. In February 2026, I released my second single called Be Someone. If I'm honest, I thought that that was gonna be the song. I thought that that was gonna be the song that would get me on radio. The one that could change my life overnight, but it didn't. And I think that every artist or musician has this moment where they hope that the next release is going to be the one that changes their life. After releasing my second single, I went to play at a festival in Underberg called Splashy Fen. And honestly, the love and the support that I received there was overwhelming. When I came home, I had this reality check. I felt like there must be more to life than the ordinary, same old, day-to-day routine. That is definitely the moment where something shifted creatively for me. I realized I had everything that I needed. Not the most expensive gear, not the perfect studio, but I had enough. The only thing that was standing in the way was myself. Since then, I've been writing and I've been recording a bunch of new music that I can honestly say has been the most authentic, most real music I've ever made. So that's who I am. And this channel is where I'm gonna share my music, the process behind it, the wins, the setbacks, and everything in between. I'm really glad that you're here. And I'm really excited to share this journey with you. Stay tuned, because a bunch of new music is on its way.